All right. Weekend sports betting tips on the Barroom Network. We got Anthony going for a 10th free play winner in a row. How about that?
Pressure. I'm not good at free plays. Anyone who knows
No pressure. No pressure.
So,
no pressure.
We'll get to that at the end of the show, but yeah.
Sean Higgs, got Mr. Sean Higgs with us here tonight, professional handicapper, and Anthony from PoundedSports.com, flying the PoundedSports.com, professional handicapper. Tooch, podcaster, Barroom Network, but likes to dabble.
Professional Subway endorser.
Yeah,
Mr. Subway, man.
Oh,
Subway,
I had the.
Subway.
What did I have? I had the.
Where else can you feed your family of four for $18.99?
I had the one with had capicola, salami, pepperoni,
the Italian,
and Black Forest ham. Yeah, it was something. There was something like I can't remember the name of it. It was one of the new one with double provolone. Then you get the I usually get spinach instead of lettuce, the tomatoes, banana pepper, vinaigrette. I could demolish a foot long. No problem.
He'd be a perfect on a commercial because he really gets into it. It's not just reading up a teleprompter. He means it.
10 wins.
Here we go. We're gonna jump right into this crappy Bears team. That we're gonna do. We can do that.
Having trouble streaming to YouTube's end. Huh. All right, so YouTube stream might not be working. So Ant Mass is there though. He's watching us there. So let's get that up there, man. That's let's put that up there. Might as well. We talked about this last week. Sean was out last week.
10 wins.
We were spinning with the this is the current line DraftKings.
Oh, juicy. Just like Sean
plus money. Are you kidding me? Where they're getting 9 wins from?
It's actually plus 130.
Well, 2 versus Green Bay, 2 versus Minnesota.
That's 0-4.
your Tampa Buccaneers.
So they have what is their schedule? Like what division do they play? Like that's kind of stuff we could kind of guess who they're going to have based on.
Yeah, they are playing the Titans.
That's a win.
The Texans.
Where's it at? Hold on, is it in Tennessee? I can say that's a loss if it's in Tennessee.
We don't know where they're at yet.
Yeah.
They're playing the Texans.
That's a loser.
Titans, Jaguars.
Loser.
And what's the other? Anthony Richardson and the Colts.
Could be 0-4.
They're playing AFC South.
Well, anybody in the AFC is not easy. Let's just put it that way.
And then they're playing 49ers, Cardinals.
That's maybe 1-1. I mean, if you have Arizona at home, maybe you have to win. Panthers should be a win. Panthers are crap.
It comes down to how good the defense is playing. If we got the good defense going, I mean, we can do really well. But if our defense is playing like we did at the beginning of the year,
9 wins minus 155. What the heck?
Yeah,
I can't wait for the schedule to.
It's ambitious.
They're going to start leaking on Sunday. They're going to start putting the games up. We'll have some lines for some of these games on Sunday. And
wow, already.
Yeah, because the team is allowed 2 leaks, I think, or something like that. So if they do what you think they're going to do, they'll give 2 games out, and another team gives 2. So kind of be like the whole kind of schedule would come out. They're not going to give the same games, obviously. If Bears are playing the Packers will say, well, we got the Bears this day. No, they're not. They're going to.
I'm not sure. I think like the Bears are playing the Jaguars in England. So, and I don't know whether that's one of the Bears home games or one of the Jaguars.
It's a Jaguar home game. That's a Jaguar.
I would think it's a Jaguar home game.
I would hope so. I don't want to ruin
they're always home over there. That's
Yep.
We need our home games.
We're playing the Packers twice, Lions twice, and Vikings twice, obviously.
I say a split on all 3, to be honest with you. Right down the line, 1-1, 1-1.
The roster's been rebuilt. I mean, there's some good skill position players for Caleb Williams to throw to. But
I'm sorry, who's the coach and who's the coaches here?
The coaches.
I'm not worried about the head coach. It's the coordinators. I love the offensive coordinator. Hey, he turned Geno Smith, Geno Smith was a pile of shit, and he turned him into gold. So if he can turn Geno Smith shit into gold, he could turn anyone into good. So I'm excited about the offensive coordinator.
Well, Keenan Allen is going to move the chains when they're third down. That's going to give him a few extra third down conversions throughout the year.
Yeah, he'll probably play 10 games, which expected, or limited time, and he doesn't have to be a down there in every down because, I mean, let's be real, we need to stay healthy.
Sean's on the under. I don't know right now. Minus 155. That's pretty juicy for me.
I hate to say it, but I'm going to sell 9 wins. I'm going to go 9 wins exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
9 wins exactly, because I'm sure Eberflus will do something and somehow and blow a couple games. So throw that in a factor.
50 people watching live right now. We'll revisit this next week when that schedule comes out. Any Major League Baseball futures, Sean? Any new ones? Still the same? Listen, I know you have the Tigers win the division.
Yeah, I haven't added anything on there.
Let me just go over mine.
Totals. I'm just dumbfounded by the fact that the under is juiced to plus money. Like they think this is going to sail to 9 wins.
Well, you got to remember. I mean, the Caleb Williams hype. Every amateur bettor in Chicago was like, "Oh,
Keenan Allen and Gerald Everett." Did
you see the guy lose to every ranked team they played with NFL players on the roster? I don't want to hear about. Well, so the defense got to make a stop. I get it. You also can't be turning the ball over and your backup come in and drop a 70 spot on a team out of the ACC either. I mean, like,
they're banking on that Bears defense.
Besides the fact, his psychological dude, this guy. I mean, forget it. I'd be like, oh, he paints his nails. He might be gay. Listen, Cam Newton was a gay quarterback, probably, right? Wasn't he gay? I mean, that's not the point. The point is that he's a crybaby. The point is that he wants ownership of a team, whether he's just speaking like a wacko or a kid anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like you say that, you got to be like, what's wrong with this guy?
He's cut that crap.
All that's over now.
He's not like
he's
the
in
guy.
A good place. He's in a good space right now.
Yeah, he's in a good space. He's
in
a good space until the team gets started.
Until they start the season 0-1. Until we start 0-1, and then he's going to start crying.
Yeah, and then it's October, and we're like, wait a second, it's 15 degrees and there's a blizzard. I got to play in this. What are you talking from California?
Packers week 1. If it's Packers week 1 and they lose, feeling.
What do you mean when they lose?
The Bears will finish 9-8.
I can't believe this crazy bear hype. Are you out of your mind?
Craziness
player props in the house.
You know what? I don't believe so.
But player prop would playing those Caleb Williams over yardage for games all season long. I'll bet you.
You know, I mean, I was the biggest hater against Caleb Williams, but if you really look at his thing, his
mom is a nail.
He's not gay. Yeah, he's not gay. That dude gets more.
He's got a girlfriend since high school. Same girl.
Oh man, I'm sure he can get any woman at campus any wants.
She's like an Asian athlete.
Who cares what she is?
There we go. Marlin total wins under looking good, Sean.
Oh man, the Marlins.
Worst team
That's my biggest disappointment. I
can't believe just the pure lack of luck, like just the injury. Like all right, Alcantara's not playing. You had Perez, you got Cabrera, Luzardo. You have pitchers, Garrett, Trevor Rogers, who was a prospect a couple years. Trevor Rogers was a Gold Cup guy.
You tell him. You tell him.
Yeah,
everybody's hurt.
Not as good though. Yeah,
everybody's hurt, and there's zero offense. And then you trade. Listen, the fact they traded Raz a week into the season,
gave up. Yeah, they gave up already.
I mean,
yep.
And I think they got nothing in return. What'd you get in return?
They got a couple young guys. I mean,
hell, I
would have traded Pablo Lopez again, and you're thinking, good move. You got plenty of pitchers. Now the old breakdown with Tommy John surgery.
Well, you know who the biggest loser out of this whole trade is, right? The Twins. They're the dumbasses that traded him and signed Carlos Correa to a monster contract. That's the worst part.
Well, I mean,
but it's a huge. I mean, it's a win for the Padres. My God, they gave up barely anything.
Correa. I mean, I know it all went downhill with his injury or whatever happened. He got flipped around, like who's taking him, something wrong with him. You don't really hate that signing.
Not even the injury. He's just not the same player that he had a couple of good years with Astros. Outside of that, he's going on the downhill. So when he was a free agent, he was on his decline. He's not no game changer. So if he's in the lineup, great. If he's not in the lineup, it's not a big deal. I mean, Larnage could do just as good as him.
Well, yeah, we like Larnage,
I mean, Trevor Larnage got his rookie card. Come on. Who don't we have?
But, yeah, Marlins look bad. And, I don't even know what kind of escape they plan. What's their escape plan? Keep rebuilding?
No.
The next excuses for a problem. I'm just saying, from the standpoint, I thought the Marlins were going to be good because I like their young pitching. And I thought you brought in some bats. and Anderson. You got a full season of Berger, who's a 30 home run guys. You had Brian De La Cruz, who's a pretty solid numbers all around.
He's going to get traded.
You had 4 or 5 guys you think you got a start of a lineup and a pitching staff you think is going to keep teams under 3 or 4 runs.
They signed Josh Bell, who had a monster year last year.
Like a pro kind of guy. He's not flashy, but he's good leader for a young team. Looks. And then you look at the division. I got a Nationals team, which is young and upcoming. Who knows what you're going to get, which they look pretty good as opposed to the Marlins. You have the Mets what are you going to get out of them? I mean, they're 500. I'm not buying a Mets squad. Nope. You got the Phillies, who could be a World Series team or could absolutely implode. You don't know what's going to happen to them. And the Braves, as good as they are, they got pitching problems. So I listen. I'll take my Marlins heat. It happens. I can't.
You know who doesn't have pitching problems? The Cubs.
There we go. They got some hitting problems though.
No, they've been injured, man. They've been injured, and it's okay when the Cubs are injured. It's not excuses. It's okay. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying there's
that's a player prop that when I brought up
they're still scoring. I mean, the next man
Belly back.
Belly's
got to come back, and Suzuki's still out too, right? Is he still on?
Belly's back. Suzuki's just got activated today. He's not in the lineup, but they just put Swanson
came back.
They just put Swanson on the IL, but he's been slumping, so he's on the IL. So now they got Madrigal.
Who's playing short? Horner?
I think Horner, and they put Madrigal at second, which is a disaster. Madrigal, oh my God, it's like Isaiah Khalifa. I mean, that freaking I mean, jeez, for Madrigal, dude's like 5 foot swinging the bat. Terrible, man. Terrible.
Former White Sox. All right. Game getting underway right now.
There you go.
Got Pacers and Knicks.
Let's talk about this hot mess with the Knicks. Oh, boy.
We need Brian Ramos.
For the Knicks?
No, Brian Ramos from the White Sox to the Cubs.
Game hasn't started yet.
It starts 15 after.
Okay.
Listen, I don't want to lay 7 with the Pacers. I mean, gun to my head, I'm laying it because of the injuries, obviously, and what kind of bench do we have here? I said with Ross and Jesse today, and was there right? I said, how about a Pacer minus 14.5 or plus 265? Like if the Pacers win, they should win going away, and it's not going to be close. It'll be 115 to like 98 or something like that, and they should win by double digits. Sail away. Only way I can really look at this one. Because the Knicks, what do we do? Is Brunson in? What's the line now?
He's going to play. He's going to play.
It says 7.5 now. Pacers minus 7.5.
Yeah, he's not playing the whole game.
If he doesn't play.
Brunson probable. OG Anunoby out.
See, now the line's 6.5. That just tells you.
Mitchell Robinson has been out since May 7th.
I mean, that's a lot of cats out. That's a lot of rotation.
Yep, Bogdanovich out.
The stats with Anube is they're a 500 team when he doesn't play. That is an absolute fact.
Yep.
They don't perform as well. And then you got Brunson. That's great. He's going to come in and shoot the ball 45 times to score 40 points. That just helps the cause, I think, for the Pacers because the Pacers will be fresh running up and down the court. The Knicks are going to run out of gas. That's the reason why you have to like the Pacers for the series because you're going to run 6 guys out there. This isn't the NCAA tournament. You can't do that.
This is a great time to take the Pacers serious while they're down 0-2.
Yeah, Hartenstein's been playing 40 minutes a game at center without Mitchell Robinson. But, you still got Josh Hart has been amazing. Those 3 Villanova players have been awesome. DiVincenzo, Brunson, and Hart. That's a good core. But, I mean, look, Halliburton.
They went on a nice run after Randall got hurt. Because Tibbs plays just the same guys. Boom, we're going to play it, and you're playing playoff basketball in January, February, March when no one else is playing that kind of game. You got past the Sixers, which easily could have won either way. You were a dog to the Sixers, by the way. They were a dog as a 2 seed, as a 2 seed to the 7 seed. That series was wacky. This series is 2-0. It could be 0-2. I mean, if you watch the games, it could be 0-2, and now you're down 2 more starters. But the Knicks are somehow going to beat the Celtics. And get to the finals. Could people come back to earth? It's like as a Bear fans thinking you got their guys going to win 10 games. What are we doing here, Chicago?
We'll get 9 wins. Oh my God. I mean, don't stretch it out, Sean. Not 10. Come on.
There we go.
9.
9 wins. All right. How many games Cowboys winning? 13 in this world? Free Mr. Numbers.
Jeez. He's going. He's
Numbers.
international now. Mr. Numbers is international.
Mr. Numbers likes the Knicks tonight, plus the 7.5.
Oh my goodness!
Detroit Manny.
I saw
again.
Detroit.
His whole thing was like, whatever happens, we got injuries, but we hedged with this bet.
I don't think they trade Randall. I don't know. It all comes down to contract, really.
Listen, I heard people were saying today, well, maybe LeBron goes to the Knicks. Why the heck is LeBron going?
Who the heck is saying that?
He opted. Yeah, someone's like, would he go there or KD? Like what? Dude, no. Why, Knicks? So you go from a team where you think you're good, like the Knicks actually think they're a good squad, and maybe they are. Maybe a healthy team next year. Maybe they're a real team. You bring in one of these guys, forget it. You're 37 wins next year.
The Knicks are a good team, but they just don't have enough depth. That's the problem.
Zero depth.
Plain and simple.
That's why the Suns get swept.
But
that's why the Lakers lose. There's no depth. You got to get some guys.
Yep. Randall can't let your guys go full game. You can't.
Yeah, exactly. And how does this transpire when Randall comes back? Like,
Randall can't go full game. His big ass.
But I'm saying, is he going to want the ball? Like, they're playing a whole different game than when he played. So, good question on that. Mm-hmm. That's a good question if they trade him. I don't know.
I think it comes down to contract. If he's got a big contract, who's going to take it? And if it's a small contract, I mean, it might be worth keeping him. It depends on the money.
Got 111 people watching live. All right. Any thoughts on this game? Let's go side total. I hate laying 7.5. But
I think the under, because I think just like you guys talked about, they're going to try to slower the pace. Not that it necessarily it's going to, but I don't think the Knicks can score. I think they're going to, if they break 100, barely, no more than 105. So I would say under 120 or 222 today.
Yeah, I like the over.
I think that number is way too high in this situation type game.
Sean, thoughts side total?
I don't know. I think the Pacers get their points at home, so I'd go team total over Pacers. Again, I think they're going to win by 15, so I'm going to think they score points.
So here's let me
if they cover 7, they're going to cover 10. So take the 7, take the 9 at minus 9.5, and take the 14.5.
The 10, I looked at it, and that's why I went to the 14. The 10 was like plus like 125 or something.
Oh, that's not even.
To me, it's not. I mean, that's not worth it for 10 points.
There's no value there. There's no value there then.
Yeah. So let me give you one number. Pacers have hit the team total over in 53 of their last 87. That's good for plus 15 units, 15% ROI. So Pacers team total, I don't have that number.
So one thing I hate about trends,
it was 113 earlier. I saw.
One thing I hate about trends in the NBA is the NBA regular season is night and day to the NBA postseason. Night and day. So you can throw your trends, those stats out the window. I care about what happened game 1 of the last series.
Yeah, it's totally different.
That's my opinion. That's how I cap the NBA. I don't care what they did in January. I don't care what they did in
Sean
March.
is right. 113.5 team total over.
I hate betting the NBA in the regular season. It's absolute 50-50 shot. Flip a coin.
Now, quick Pacers out to a quick 9-4 lead. All right. So Sean likes the Pacers minus the points, or the team total over 113.5, and Anthony likes the under 222. I like the over. I think there'll be a lot of points. In this game.
Yeah, I'm with Sean. Pacers double digit, and I like the under more than anything though.
Yep. 12-4 now. Pacers up 8. Real quick out on the lead.
Personally, I'd rather take the under over the spread, just for the fact that if anyone watched the Pacers, they don't play any defense. I mean, they'll let the nobody players score on them, and it could be a backdoor, but I'll take the under.
But, the last few games, they've tightened it up a little bit, man.
They have. But look, they're letting Brunson score 37-plus points on one leg.
Yep.
They're letting Josh Hart look like Scottie Pippen. Come on.
Yep. They don't care. They don't care as long as they win.
Heading out west later, Timberwolves at home, actually up north of me, Minneapolis. Timberwolves, Nuggets, T-Wolves now down to minus 3.5 with over under 205.5. Timberwolves unders at home and Nuggets unders on the road. I like the under 205.5 for this game. Sean, any thoughts?
I like the Wolves to take care of business here.
Minus 3.5.
I don't care. And it's down. It was 4.5. It's come down. I don't mind it, though. I think they're the better team.
So do I.
Is it everybody's going to bet to, hey, Joker MVP, defending champ kind of thing? I think Murray is a little more banged up than what they say. And I was wrong with Luka. I thought Luka was in bad shape, but Murray's just throwing crap on the court. I mean, you're acting stupid. I mean.
Murray might be a little more hurt than we know.
T-Wolves are playing with a little confidence.
Frustrated.
And I go back to why I said way back at the beginning of the year, I was like, Timberwolves to win the West. Timberwolves to win this year. Everybody's like, oh, the Lakers. Denver said in their after the championship said the toughest team we played was the Timberwolves. And they won that 4-1, 4-2, whatever they won. So Timberwolves got a little better. Now you got a guy in Richardson playing like he's MJ. I know apparently Brunson's better than Michael Jordan stat wise right now.
Anthony Edwards lighting it up.
And then you got the pure size inside. You got defensive player of the year, and they're just defensive all the time. It's not like we turn it on to play defense.
In the NBA. It's the best.
They weren't the
Knicks
in the NBA. Turning it up because Randall got hurt. They play like this all year, and it takes away all the kind of other kind of scores that Denver has inside. So I think the Wolves might gentlemen sweep this. Maybe 4-0. I'd probably say 4-1.
Anthony, what did I say after game 1? I said this might be a full game sweep of the Wolves. Mm-hmm. They look like a much better team. I don't care.
If you like Denver,
Murray looks
I
hurt.
watched the whole game of game 1. Nuggets just had a really bad game shooting. Murray had 0 points in the first half, and you can tell something was off. But I mean, Tooch was saying he was hurt. I was like, I don't know. I'm not sold on it. Game 2, clear as day. Clear as day, he's hurt. There's more injury to Jamal Murray than they're saying.
It's a bad matchup for the Nuggets, that Timberwolves defense.
And I don't know how you can take this is my personal. I don't know how you can take the Nuggets points. If you like the Nuggets, just take the damn money line for crying out loud.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say
3 points is nothing.
Yep. If
3
you like
points
the Nuggets,
absolutely
take the money line.
You're telling me that you think it's going to be a tie game with 30 seconds left in the game, and the Nuggets are going to have a game-winning shot, pretty much.
Dream.
Otherwise, the Wolves are going to cover the 3.5 or 4.5 due to free throws. So if you like the Nuggets that much, just take the damn money line.
Yep. Sean,
agree.
You're on the T-Wolves minus 3.5. How about any thoughts on the total? I like the under.
I like the over simply because I think you're going to get Denver throwing everything in the kitchen sink at Minnesota. Minnesota will probably just score based on rebounding and taking some threes they probably won't normally take in spots. And just
it's a lower number too. The bookmakers have been setting this game the first 2 games about 209.5. So it's down to 205.5, trying to reset the market with tonight's number. But I mean, look, the trends have been Timberwolves at home unders and Nuggets on the road unders. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't have a play.
With Murray's injury, I would have to lean under because has anyone looked at Murray's points prop? It's only 20.5.
Yeah.
His normal prop is 27, 28.5. The lowest I've ever seen it was 25.5. So just even the books know he's injured. And I wanted to take the 20.5, but I was like, I mean, for crying out loud, 20.5, that's just all you have to do is go one hot streak and you got 20 points. So I wasn't going to touch it.
So Jamal Murray last game, 8 points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Played 35 minutes though, but 8 points.
And game 1, what do you have? It's 16 or something like that.
Let me see. I gotta go.
All in the second half, he scored in game 1.
Murray had
12 points, 14.
Hold on a minute. I'm trying to find that.
Either way,
So it says here Murray's been dealing with a left calf strain. He's uncertain to be active tonight versus the Timberwolves.
Yeah,
I'm guessing it's got to be. I mean, the line's come down.
So was Brunson, though.
So if Murray don't play, what do you think?
I mean, come on.
Honestly, listen, I hear that. I don't want anything to do with my bet on Minnesota. Because that's like one of those things like no one gives them a shot and they come out and win the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I wish I would have known that.
Well, look at last night's
the
game.
Other day at 4.
Last night's game, the road teams came out and blew out the other teams.
I got whacked last night. Yeah. I had such a good week going into last night, and then 2-6. I lost.
Classic game 2 Celtics. Classic game 2 Celtics.
I had my first half Celtics like I do every game, whacked. Over for the game, whacked. Live bet Celtics -4.5. Coming out of halftime, whacked.
Yep.
Thunder whacked.
Mavericks were up big.
I was like, what?
Here's the thing with you see people with the Celtics like, you can't trust this team, dude. They lay an egg again. Then they come out. What they do against Miami? They beat them by double digits the next 3 games. It's a 4-1 series. If they come and win these games by 12 points every game and go away, are you going to say they're not a real team and the Knicks are going to beat them? Yeah, the Knicks are going to beat the Celtics because they lost to Cleveland 1 game and Miami 1 game.
Cavs are going to win 1 or 2 games. I'm not saying. I mean, they got their 1 game. But don't be surprised the Celtics just take the rest of the way.
Celtics
the
fire
Cavs have
threes.
some talent, man. They just they're a little banged up.
But they got a guy in Mitchell who could. They got a guy who's probably better than Brunson and Mitchell. I mean, because I'm not going off of a 4-game, 6-game set of Brunson.
That first
I saw
game
Mitchell do this in the playoffs for the Jazz.
Yep. Mitchell's a monster. He knows how to draw the fouls.
That's why they pay him that, because he's done it before in the playoffs. Granted, they didn't get him over the hump. They lost to the Nuggets or whatever. But that's a guy who could carry a team where the Celtics are, okay, Tatum and Brown are good. I'm not knocking these guys. Definitely deeper bench, longer down the line. But if somebody's firing threes, they kind of settle down and just settle for shots, which is why they could get in a bad game like that. Because everybody's like, let me just keep firing threes. They're going to go in. And then you're on a losing end of a 15-point game as a double-digit favorite.
That first game, Mitchell was back. Everything he threw up went in. He had 50 points, over 50 points. Yeah. All right. So we're sitting here. We got our play on there. We'll talk some hockey a little bit tonight.
Sure.
Listen, I'm on a 6-11 hockey run. Games that I've bet. Ones I haven't, I've been saying just take unders. Yeah, I think they're 5-1 since I've not had a bet posted in midday money show. So take that for what it's worth. I feel like it's not going right. I'm going to slide away until I feel comfortable getting back.
If the Panthers are involved, I'm taking the over every game of the series.
For
the Panthers. They will score, but they will also give up goals. The Panthers don't have that top-notch defense where they could just shut people out. They'll give up 1 or 2 goals.
I'll say this. I did move on the Rangers tomorrow, plus 125. I'll take the Rangers for the rest of the series, up 3-0. I'll just bet it until they make history by losing 4 straight. Or then I'll go into a losing streak where I'll just double up until the Rangers win, no matter what the juice is.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way you got to do that game. I can't see them losing 4 in a row. They're getting too good.
Game 1 was all Bruins. Game 2, all Panthers. Tonight we got game 3. Right?
Yes,
game 3.
Let's go.
Over.
Over 5.5, Anthony.
Like the Bears fans scared. They got the Blackhawks. They're like, please, who cares about? Let's just get to.
We got the number 2 pick.
Let's get to the Bears and Texans for the Hall of Fame game in August.
We're almost there. Yep. 3 more months. Man, I have no play on this game. No thoughts.
Over.
No.
Over 5.5.
I will ride the over until the Panthers are eliminated.
All right, Canucks Oilers. I like the over in this game, but it's it was 6. Now it's 6.5. Still like them. These are 2 of the best scoring teams in the NHL.
Oilers.
Yeah. Still like the over in this one, Sean.
Man, how about a puck line? I gotta look for a payday here.
Just take the opposite of what you think you're.
Yeah, I can't do that. I just can't because I can't do that.
So Sean was listing all his losers and his bets. He's like under, over, under, lost, under. I was like, it's okay to take an over, Sean. He's like, he went 1 out of 10 bets, 1 over out of the 10.
Yeah. Well, no, I know he was a loser too. I was a loser.
I was like, everything was under. I was like, man, that is just
it's still lost. And the worst is when you're losing them late, like in the 3rd period. They're the worst ones to go.
Got some baseball action here. Pirates Cubs in a rain delay, top of the 1st. Tigers up 2-0 over the Astros going into the top of the 1st. Yankees and Rays, no score. Diamondbacks Orioles, no score. Twins
Panthers
up
on the
1-0. Twins with the Yurfie. They killed the Yurfie 5 runs in the 1st inning yesterday. Twins up 1-0. Braves Mets rain delay.
Panthers scored.
Yeah, Panthers scored.
Over.
Nationals 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs, no score, top of the 2nd. Phillies up 1-0 over the Marlins. Did Anthony, you had Phillies on your card tonight, I think?
No. God,
Nope.
no.
Run line only in that game.
Me and the Phillies don't get along. I bet the Phillies they lose.
They're playing the Marlins.
I played the Yankees.
You love fading the Marlins.
I'm fading Taj Bradley back from injury.
Yankees are on the road at the Rays.
Props in this game.
In which game? The Marlins
Yankees Tampa.
Yankees Rays. All right.
And of course, it's like 2 hits through 3 innings. So this is
of course.
Disaster. Looks like a nice 0-6er.
Clark Schmidt, 2.2 innings pitched, no one runs, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 strikeouts. Sorry, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. All right.
You know what? Before this Guardian White Sox game, I do have a bunch of Ribby props in this game, believe it or not, for 2 derelict teams. So you're going to give me Ramirez at a plus 150. I'll take it. Naylor's 165 batting clean up with 30 ribbies. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Jimenez is batting like 7th at 260. I'll take it. And then Fry is hitting like 320 versus Cat or something like that, 315. I'll take plus 185 ribby there. And for the White Sox, I grabbed a bunch here. Benedetti, 220. He's got 4 ribbies and 9 at bats versus Cookie
Carrasco.
here. 333 batting average, 220 for him. Tommy Pham, 175. He's 6 for 11 with a 545 batting average. I'll take it. If guys are on base here, plus 175. Again, it's also fading Cookie. I think he's not a good pitcher. Yeah. Jimenez and Vaughn, I got to go for the meat of the order here, plus 150 and plus 155. 2 guys could hit homers. I don't like Carrasco. So we'll get some runs.
Lots of ribbies. These are round robin or straight plays.
Listen, White Sox fans, your team is bad, but they were a minus 105 today, which gives bookmakers, they don't care about your feelings like, oh, the team's terrible and they're going to win 9 games this year. They actually use some real thought process in this, and this is a game they could possibly win. And to win, you got to score runs, and hopefully, my guys get all the ribbies today. So that's what I'm hoping for.
All right, what do you say we give away some free plays? You guys have any final thoughts?
Bears under
tomorrow's games. Any thoughts? Tomorrow's games.
Rangers on the ice tomorrow. Rangers on the ice, and in the NBA, who's
NBA? We got Oklahoma City at the Mavericks and Boston at Cleveland. Boston -8 on the road, laying -8. Dallas a 2.5 point favorite at home versus the Thunder.
I'll go under both games there.
I'll take Thunder money line.
Under 218.
Come back and surprise the home team.
Yeah. Open 219, come down to 218 for tomorrow. Boston at Cleveland, 211.5, opened at 212.5. So both trending towards the under. Kind of like Cleveland plus 8 points, man. But at home,
I kind of like Boston to get right, but I'm not going to play it.
Yeah, I got to go with Boston here. Yeah, I don't know if I'll play it, but I think Boston rebounds.
Yeah,
just like they did when they came back from the Miami. They spanked them for like 30 points.
Spanked them. All right, last season spanked them on the road. They got embarrassed last game.
Still no Jared Allen.
Yeah, no
Jared Allen's still out. So you got Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. So I mean, come on.
He's questionable for tomorrow with a rib injury.
And you do know why the Celtics really lost that game, because Derek White had a bad game.
Yeah, he didn't.
If Derek White, God forbid, he doesn't hit his threes, and Celtics are like, what do we do now?
His point total, man, I don't remember what it was. It was like 19.5. He scored 10. Let's see.
You know what I'm going to be on? I'm going to go right back to my Jason Tatum under points, rebounds, and assists.
I took it today when we were doing the show. Jesse and Ross was 43.5.
It went up. It went up.
I'll take the under 43.5.
It keeps going up and it's going under. I don't get it. It was 42.5.
They're expecting a big
probably
game
waiting
tomorrow.
for him to have that
a huge
16.
game.
Like he's got that 17 of like 26 game and 10 and 10 from the line or something. But whatever, 43.5. I'll go under it.
Yep. I even took it at 38.5 and it went way under. I mean, okay, cool. I'll take the 43.5. Now, so everyone watching, Tatum under points, rebounds, and assists has cashed 19 of the last 23 games.
Yep.
Keep taking the under. It's a monster number.
Under PRA tomorrow night.
If that's going over because he's having such a monster game, the Celtics are in trouble. Like they need bounce scoring. They need White to score. They need the bench to score.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Porzingis' injury is affecting them. He's a guy that does a lot of things, though.
you're going to
It's
go.
not gonna
That's
affect them
I know.
until they play like the Knicks or the West on the final. They're going to make the finals. Let's just be real, and that's when they're going to feel it.
Yep.
Because Tatum and Brown have to show up. They have to,
Yeah.
no doubt. They can't settle for 18, 20 points.
Right.
They're gonna have to-
Celtics are the favorites to get to that finals. What about in the West? I know the Nuggets are
Wolves
probably
will
still
beat
the
'em.
favorite. Man, I think the Wolves knocked the Nuggets
If
out.
the Wolves play like
and
they
this
do
is-
now in the
Yep.
finals versus Boston, Boston's going to get punched.
it's not even close, bro. It's Minnesota. From
Yeah,
right now, what you're
Minnesota
seeing, you
Celtics.
have to take Minnesota.
You have to. They are the hottest team in the playoffs.
Minnesota
Dallas
to win
is
the West.
lethargic. Dallas is
Any number
lethargic.
on the-
Nuggets are injured. Boston is top in the East, but I mean, look who they're playing. Come on. It's like Fisher Price teams they're playing right now. It's just going to go right through. The Knicks injured, no depth. Cavs, come on. I mean, it's like playing the Magic all over again. So
Yeah. And then
Timberwolves.
maybe you got a Pacers team with no defense.
exactly. I forgot all about the stupid Pacers.
So Celtics to win the NBA championship -110. The Timberwolves are next +285. Conference winner, Western Conference winner. Timberwolves -105 right now, and then Thunder +310. Nuggets +800. That's what Vegas.
Wow.
That's what. Yeah,
Well, because they're all down 0-2, too.
Yeah.
That's why
I know.
think about that.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I know. What do you think about taking +800?
No.
Why don't you send me the money, Tooch?
Yeah. I'll take your action, but I'll give you
I'm
plus
here to
1600.
ask you guys.
I'll give you plus
10 to 1.
1600.
Yeah.
I'll give you 16-1, Tooch.
Save the money for the new house.
Yeah. I'll send you my address.
I like the
Send me your
Timberwolves. I
money.
told you.
Send me your money.
You know I like the Timberwolves.
Order
I
some
said
Bowman 2024s.
After
and
game
send them
one,
to me.
I said the Timberwolves could sweep
I
Denver.
can't do it for 35 hours of blaster. I'm a cheap ass when it comes to that. I can't. I'll do it for 30, but I won't buy a damn blaster for 35 because I already know I'm going to open and I'm going to get duds every time.
What was that box that guy was opening? He just had a box of autographs.
Yeah, it was a jumbo box, the one you
Yeah.
ordered.
Yeah, I'm gonna open that. Well, I'll do that live and watch the crap I pull out of there.
John, you know you're going to get a box with no autographs.
I'm gonna get a bunch of Kiba Ruiz cards, a bunch of base veterans.
Jose Trevino out of 10. Oh, you might get it out of 5.
All right. Let's say
Maybe his family, maybe his mother will buy it for me for Mother's Day for $1,000.
that. Hold on one second. We got the Thunder and Mavericks before we get out of here.
We just talked about that.
Thunder, Tooch.
Thunder
So
plus
Thunder.
2.5. You might as well just take the money
Take the
line.
money. No, money.
He said
line.
money. Ann said money line. I said under.
Yeah,
Under,
100%.
money line.
I
All
agree.
right. Give away some free plays. All right. Hold on a second. Where's our free play? All right. Ready? Here we go. All right, like it says down below there, Anthony is going for his 10th free play. Oh, tell us about today. This will be tomorrow's
Game.
Yep,
So you got the Big Maple, John Paxton versus crap. I just gone blank. That Padres.
Waldron.
Waldron.
Matt Waldron. Yep.
Waldron's just been bad.
The
Huge
knuckleball.
rivalry. The Dodgers own them. The run line is not out yet, but the Dodgers being on the road with not any of their top pitchers on the mound,
Yep.
you're going to get like a -120,
Plus
-130.
105 right now. I see a plus 105.
You're going to get plus money. I mean, that's, yeah, give me the Dodgers.
Loading that bet in there
Load it
right
up.
now.
Load it up.
Yep.
Damn, I was
All
saying
right.
-120, -130, plus 105. Better to get it now because tomorrow night's going to be -120,
It's definitely going to be
-130.
minus.
Yeah.
Sean's free play. Giants tonight -1.5 versus the Reds. Giants at home, right?
Yeah, you know what? And
Logan
this is a
Webb, I
spot
think.
here. Webb at home is money. I know the Giants are weak offensively, but the Reds are just in a bad spot. They've lost 8 in a row. I think 12 or 14.
And they're traveling across country.
Traveling across
yeah.
country.
It's plus 150. Now, listen, we could say take Webb for a win at whatever that is for 5 innings. I like to try the bigger paydays. I like to get greedy, as Ross Benjamin says. I'll go greedy and try to get the 150.
I'm with you.
I'll get the
No, I'm
150.
with you. I like Sean. I'm going to up Sean. You can add it to your Giants thing. Take Logan Webb under 2.5 earned runs. The Reds, their bullpen is depleted. So you're gonna get a lot of runs out of the Giants. Logan Webb will probably go 6 innings. The Reds are the number 1 team seeing the least amount of pitches per at bat, and they're not playing a lefty, but it's a huge. It's a bad spot for the Reds. 100% with Sean.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tooch is free play. Anthony Edwards over 27.5 points versus Nuggets. He's hit this almost every game, so I hope we're trying to ride.
2 points in the first quarter in game 2, and he still finished with 27.
Yeah, I played finished under the hook.
I played it, so I mean,
we'll go right back to the well.
And the good thing is, if we sweep our free plays this week, starting this week, one lucky viewer, you got to repost our video or whatever it is, and we'll pick one of you to get a weekend pass from me and Sean.
Yep. There you go.
Can't beat it.
Yeah.
And right now, I got 6 games loaded already. So there you have it for Saturday NBA. I'd rather MLB.
Yeah. Get Saturday and Sunday right on the house if we go 3-0.
All right. Got 3 free plays for this weekend. Tonight, load up Anthony Edwards review. Sean likes the Giants. I'm going to load that one up too right out before I get out of here. Got Anthony's free play. The Dodgers -1.5. That's tomorrow night versus the Padres. Got Paxton versus Waldron. All right, guys. Thanks again for what Willis Twin Towers coming up next. We'll see you guys next Friday. Yep, next Friday. All right.
Cool.
Let's go Anthony's free play here.
10 straight.
Thanks again. We'll see you. See you next. 170 people watching live.
Under Bears for the season, folks.
under 8.5 plus 130.
Go Dodgers.
There we go.